Okay, today we will be doing a couple of things in Bluebeam software, and to get started we're going to be creating conditions. A condition is, for example, if we're taking off a linear footage in here, we have a set of blueprints, a set of mechanical blueprints with duct, air terminal equipment, diffusers, dampers. Everything is on this set of prints. So we got to create conditions so that we could take this off to put into an estimate. So we're going to start with a linear condition. In this case, we want to develop a linear condition that allows us to come up with a total amount of, in this case, we're going to be doing ducts, so sheet metal, so that we can then generate a poundage of sheet metal for our end result in the estimate. So to create a linear condition, we're going to start with this 42 by 14 inch duct. We're going to come down here right next to columns. You're going to see a little wheel. We're going to click on that wheel. We're going to go into custom columns. We're going to click add. The name of this will be the material that we are taking off. In this case it is the 42 inches by 14 inch duct. And I know that from this particular set of prints, this is supply air duct. So that's what I'm going to put in the name. In this particular type of condition, it's formula driven because we're doing a length in order to generate a quantity of a certain material. We're going to use formula. We come down here in the expression, and since we are using length times a perimeter of the sheet metal, we're going to type in length. A window is going to open up with different types of formulas. We're going to come down here. You see in blue it's highlighted length. We're going to double click that. Then we're going to multiply that by the perimeter of our material so that we can generate a total material. We're going to do 3 parentheses, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the first dimension of our duct, which is 42 inches. We're going to multiply that by 2 since there's 2 sides that are 42 inches. We're going to close parenthesis. We're going to add. We're going to open parenthesis. Then we're going to do the other dimension of our duct, which is 14 inches. And since there are 2 sides, we'll be multiplying that by 2 as well. We'll close parenthesis. Do another close parenthesis. Then we will divide by 144 inches to get our material into feet. And then we hit OK. That box will close and it will take us back to the previous window. We hit OK again. Next we go over here. You see this little blue arrow? It's right on the right hand side. That's going to open up our conditions. Since we're doing the perimeter of the material, in this case it's duct, we're going to click on perimeter, which is the third from the right at the top. Next we're going to come down here and go to the line where it starts. We're going to click once, and we're going to drag over until the end of our 42 by 14 inch duct. Once we reach the end of the length of the duct, and we get our cursor squared up, we want to double click, and if you notice, we now have a red line. It says access door, which is a different condition that I had created, but that's okay because we're going to go ahead and change this. We want to hit escape twice, and then now the cursor becomes a black arrow. We want to click on that dimension, the red line, or the title, and now if you notice, it is highlighted. You see this, the little blue hatched line around it with the 2 little dots? That tells us that we're highlighted on the length that we just pulled. We want to right click and go down to properties. We click on properties. Now we can adjust. So this is the subject is going to be the title of our duct. So we said that it was 42 by 14 inch supply air duct, and we want to get rid of the label. Next we want to come down here. We want to pick a color. I'm going to go ahead and stick with red, and the fill color stick with red. I want to highlight because I want to be able to see through the color for lines on the blueprints. I want to go down here to line width, and that's going to increase. We click that, we can go all the way up to 12 for our line width. Text color we want right here, we want the same as our fill color and our regular color. And then we want to scroll down. We're not finished yet. Now if you come down here, it says options and it says add to my tools. The tools are over here. That's how we that's where we put our items for takeoff. So I'm going to go to add to my tools. Since I know that this is rectangular duct, I already have a folder for rectangular duct. The largest size is 42 inch, so I'm going to come down to the folder that I created for that particular size duct, and I'm going to click on it. Now if you come over here, over to our tool set, we're clicked on tools, which is the little gold box. We're going to scroll down. If you notice, you see at the bottom here, where my pointer is, that you see 42 by 14 inch supply air duct. We want to double click under the picture 2 times, so it's now a colored folder. So now we have our supply air duct that has been added. Now we want to go into our takeoff. Okay, and that concludes us for a linear condition. We're going to go ahead and continue to do a little bit of takeoff so that I can kind of run you through it on the 42 by 14 inch supply air duct condition that we just created. I'm going to go back over to my tools. I'm going to click on it. So that tool is selected, and we're going to do a 90-degree elbow for the 42 by 14 inch duct. With making turns in the linear condition, we have to come out a little bit and kind of follow the curve. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's, you know, we can adjust it and make it to work to our advantage. Once we get to the line where we want to stop, we double click, and as you can see, it's not that pretty to look at currently. I want to hit escape. I want to click on it. It's highlighted. These yellow little dots that follow the fitting are how we're going to adjust it. So we can drag this out a little bit. Bear with me, it's kind of ugly, but we'll fix it. Uh-oh. There we go, we're getting better. As you can see, I'm just grabbing these little yellow dots and adjusting them to where this kind of looks semi-decent. Okay. As they say, that is good enough for the girls that I go out with. We will continue going with the 42 by 14 inch duct. I'm going to go back over to my tools. I'm going to lower this. I'm going to click this blue to minimize it. And I'm going to keep going with my 42 by 14 inch takeoff. I'm going to come down, click once. I'm going to go to where the next 90-degree elbow starts, which is right here. And I'm going to double click. Now if you notice, this is a bit to the right of the duct. I'd prefer it to be in the center just for neatness. So I hit escape, I click on it, and now I'm able to move it over and get it nice and center. Okay, I think that sums up for creating linear conditions. Next, we're going to create a count condition. On my set of blueprints, I have a number of different types of air terminals, such as these. This is a fan-powered box. This is a fan-powered box D. We're going to go ahead and create a fan-powered box C right here. So I can go ahead and close this. I'm going to come up to my ruler. I'm going to come over to 1, 2, 3. That's our count condition. And I'm going to click once. You're going to see a red check mark. And then I'm going to hit escape. Now that I've clicked on it, I hit escape, I click on it, and then I right click. I come down here to properties. As you can see on the right hand side under general, you'll see subject. It thinks that it's an access door, so we're going to change the title of it. This is because this is a fan powered box and we know that it is C, we're going to call it fan powered box C. We also know that the fan-powered boxes are 1200 CFM according to the equipment schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the title so that I know. Delete access door. And come up with a color. I'm feeling pretty blue today. And I also want to go, you can pick any number of shapes. We have check marks, triangles, squares, circles, and diamonds. I'm going to go with a square. I think I like the size of that. I'll go a little bit bigger. I'm going to come down to the bottom where it says add to my tools, and I'm going to add it to the folder that I had already created called air terminals. If you notice, you come over here to your tool set. I'm in air terminals. Down at the bottom is our fan powered box that we just created. Just to be sure, I've clicked on the tool set. I can drop a few of them. There's no fan-powered boxes here in the blueprint, but I'm just doing it for fun so that I can show you. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to click on the one of the boxes that I just dropped, and I'm going to hit delete. Now, if I wanted to change, this is a solid color, I would prefer to have it highlighted so that I could see through the color. So I've clicked on it again with the left click. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go down to properties, and I'm going to change the opacity. I like that. And that's all we do. I'm going to move that so that it looks a little bit neater. You click on the little yellow toggle that's in the center, and now it's lined up with my fan-powered box. So you know, in order to move around the document, you use the scroll wheel in the center of your mouse. You click down to move it around with the hand, and you wheel in or wheel out to zoom in or zoom out.